Hi, this video is going to tell you about the three different types of businesses that you can get your mortgage loan from. And it's going to also suggest to you why you shouldn't pick a big bank and why you should actually use a mortgage broker. My name is Jeff Zoria. I work at Bamboo Mortgage in Portland, Oregon. Okay, so there's three different types of businesses you can use to get your mortgage from. First one is a big bank. Second one is called a direct lender, which is a mortgage company. And third one is a mortgage broker. So let me run you through why you shouldn't use a big bank and what the problem is with using a big bank. There's three problems actually with going to a big bank. The first problem is that big banks attract new loan officers to work there. And the reason they attract new loan officers is because the new loan officer can just feed off of the customers that are walking in the bank and don't have to have their own customers. But the problem is that after the new loan officer has some experience, they'll quickly burn out from the demands placed on them by the big bank and they'll quit. So bottom line is that your chances of getting a really qualified, experienced, and competent loan officer are lower at a big bank than they are the other two places. Second reason is that I personally don't think you're going to get the best deal if you go to a big bank. The reason I think that big banks don't offer the best price is because they have a big fat layer of people involved in their management hierarchy. And each one of those people wants to get paid every time the poor loan officer gets a loan done. And what I observed there with my own two eyes is that the big boss, who's usually a regional manager, he inevitably has the biggest car and the biggest house because he's feeding off everybody. So that's the second reason not to go to a big bank. Is I personally don't think you're going to get the most efficient and lean pricing that is out there. The third reason is that they, in order to save money, for themselves, they centralize their processing. And so what that means is that the local guy that you think is doing your loan isn't really doing your loan, and your loan is being done by some person in another state who has 100 other loans that they're trying to take care of. So not only is the person doing your loan overburdened, but secondly, there's no communication between the person that you think is your loan officer and the person that's actually doing the work. The reason there isn't any communication is that they're not placed together in the same physical location, and the second person is overburdened. And so it's hard for the local loan officer to actually get an answer or find out what's going on in the loan or have any communication with the loan processor because they're so overloaded and they're not there. So those are the three reasons why you shouldn't use a big bank to get your home loan. The second choice is a direct lender. Direct lender is definitely better than a big bank because all the company does is mortgages. So what you're going to find is you're going to have people that are more dedicated to the industry that are working there. You're going to have more experienced loan officers, more experienced and more competent loan officers. And they're definitely going to be more competent because they figured out how to get the business themselves and keep the business coming in by doing a good job. So the third choice is a mortgage broker, which is what Bamboo Mortgage is. What we do is we make contracts with large wholesale national lenders, and then we farm out loans to the lender that we think is the best fit for the customer as they come in the door. There's actually two things that we look at. The first thing is service. So we look at which lender is doing a great job with service right now. The next thing we look at is underwriting. So what that means is that there can be variations in the rules that different lenders use. And we might find a circumstance that a customer has that fits with one lender better than another lender. So we'll place them with that lender. And then the third and final distinguishing issue is price. So we might send loans to 10 or 20 banks, and it could be that this month one bank has a special deal going on and a better price, and so then we'll shift and send the loan to that particular lender at that particular time. So bottom line is that there's three places to get loans. My opinion is that the best place is to go with a mortgage broker, but you'll probably also do okay with a direct lender. And then finally, I would steer away from the banks if it were me. Thanks a lot for listening.